the sound of the future.
It's the sound of Vesta coming to get you from space. What the hell are they talking about?
Well, I mean, nobody really knows what we talk about apart from us.
No. Welcome, everyone. I'm Charlotte.
And I'm Susie.
And
welcome to
the Lightworkers Cafe. That, my dear ones, was the incredible tone of Vesta in a gong. It won't have come across at all in the way that it ought to over a little microphone, but she is coming to a space near you, or maybe far from you, next year, to bring purity and the connection to embodiment and your own soul's purpose.
And we'll be working with her and the breath as well, won't we? We're doing a combined workshop of breath and gong.
Certainly will. And Cambo and gong.
Yeah.
And
Cambo, breath and gong.
Cambo, breath, gong. That'll nail you. Yeah. So,
wow, guys.
That was a year, wasn't it?
A year that lasted 10 years.
Yeah. 2020. Hindsight is 2020. We were actually going to do a podcast about 2020, and then we realised that
fuck that, we've been getting
too much information.
And also everyone's so bored of it now.
I know.
It's like, why do we want to go on about that? Let's talk about things in the future.
Going into the future, the age of Aquarius. Which is very appropriate for the age of Aquarius, which rules the future. So
irony.
So let's talk about 2021. I'm going to just sort of lead us in with some whiz. Obviously, as anyone who has listened at all knows that I am an astrologer, so I can tell you that going into 2021, we are looking, certainly for January and February, at massive Aquarian energy. As many planets, it's not just Jupiter and Saturn, but we'll have the Sun enter Aquarius, we'll have Venus in Aquarius. Well, that's very ominous. We'll have a Mercury retrograde in Aquarius, it's just going to be what we would call a stellium, which is a collection of 3 or more planets entering that sign, which feels pretty exciting, because if we're heading into an Aquarian age, this feels to me like a trailer.
Oh, gosh.
Coming soon to a planet near you.
Wow.
The age of Aquarius.
Live it, be it, you're in it. Wowzers.
So what does that mean?
What a fucking trailer that is.
I know.
Would you go and see the rest of the film? Hell yeah.
Of course I would, yeah. In this case, we don't have a choice. We are the film.
Yeah, well, there you go. There's a metaphor.
I know. Don't be the film. No. Don't. Oh, fuck it.
Even the illusion is confusing now.
I know.
Yeah.
We wanted to talk a little bit about... Can you hear Vesta?
Yes,
she's talking too. I don't know if you can hear her on the recording, but she's going...
She's having a little laugh at
Our
us.
voice is like reverberating off the gong. Sort of talking about 2021 and ironically what to expect, and what to expect is the unexpected.
I was just about to say, expect everything you could not really expect.
Yeah. I mean, Susie and I have already been introduced to some concepts or probable realities in the future that are a little bit mind-blowing, yes. You know that we've done an episode about aliens. I mean, it's not as black and white as the aliens are coming, but let's just say there's probably going to be some pretty weird and unusual and again unexpected information coming to the fore next year, and we'll either people will either absorb or reject it, completely up to you. In some ways I do think of it as choosing your storyline for your film and going, well,
Absolutely.
I'm going to go down this way and I'm going to invest in this,
and it's whether or not people are ready. There's going to be some things, I think, that there's going to be a portion of society and humanity that are ready.
When you said portion, then I really wanted some chips.
Oh, hello. Nice. Future chips.
Yeah. Go on.
It's whether or not people are ready,
yeah.
Isn't it? Is that there's an undercurrent of a very new and different type of reality. I suppose it's the easiest way for it to be comprehended.
Multiple realities.
Well, yeah, exactly. So you heard it here first. And interestingly, we were having a conversation the other day, Charlotte and I, because we have many a conversation, And we were talking about our revelation in one of our previous episodes where we said, oh, something's coming, and COVID came, and we went, oh, we were right. Well, now we've sat with it, and we know some other stuff, and we've been doing some more sort of work, and we've gone a bit deeper, and now we know.
Now some things are coming.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily COVID that was the thing that's coming. There is something else.
Yeah.
There is definitely something else coming. Sorry, but that's the future.
The future is still happening. It's not over. Reprogramming, upgrading humanity.
That was very good.
Thanks. I auditioned for a Dalek when I was an actress.
Well done. Did you get the part?
Nope. Moving on. So, yeah, I mean, you know, we can sit here and kind of sound our horns and blow our trumpets about how incredibly psychic we are because we knew something was coming. The fact is, it's not that much of a surprise, really, is it? And
Not to us
not to us who are infinitely psychic, but we must humbly admit that we haven't got a clue.
No.
What is
We're
next on the
expecting
card.
the unexpected.
Yeah.
But we just know it's going to be unexpected.
But there's definitely going to be a lot of uproar. A lot of people going, no!
Yeah.
No! To various things. Whether it's governments, whether it's financial systems, whether it's ideas, injections, whether it's propositions about, you know, multidimensional beings on this planet and the genetics of humanity.
Marmite.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
The list is endless.
It really is, yeah. And what can we do except offer each other support through this time? The other feature of Aquarius is it's about community and about working together as a well-functioning organism.
Collective love.
Human technology.
Yeah, absolutely. Human technology. I like that.
Thanks.
Yeah, and that is what it's about. It's like there's such a focus on us coming together now and, like, you know, holding each other in this space.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fair to say, you know, obviously there's been a lot of... I would say more recent disruption in the, I'm using inverted commas that you can't see right now, new age.
I can see them.
She can see them, so she can absolutely qualify that I am doing
She's
the action,
doing
even though I don't need to, because I just prefaced my sentence by saying I was doing it. So I could have not done it and you would never have known.
She's professional.
Unless you can hear the tone of my voice slightly changed when I do it. I'm doing it now and I'm not doing it now.
I
Did you
couldn't
notice
tell
the difference?
No,
That's because I was acting doing it in my head.
See? Professional.
Yeah, this is the bonus of being a performer. So I fucking can't remember what I was talking about.
She's never going to remember what she was talking about now. The collective coming together, supporting each other in this space. It's about community, age of Aquarius. Don't do it on your own. You're not big, you're not clever. Come together.
Come together. Right now.
now.
You've just done a wonderful summary. We might have to cut that and put that at the end of the podcast. I have remembered. So talking about the sort of disruption in the New Age movement, because really we've been called to account very much on, you know, are you just floating around singing mantras and parading yourself on Instagram because that's another ego identity for you, or is there some grounding and some core to what you're doing? And this isn't a criticism, by the way, because we're all in that space of having to really self-reflect of how much of this is genuine and how much of this is a front to try and help myself fit into the old society, which is leaving anyway. So, you know, there is going to be more confrontation on an individual level around what's real for you, because we've lived in a society that's built on us building identities that we think will make us safe because it fits into the environment.
Regime.
Yeah, exactly. And I know that sounds severe, but it is a regime.
Well, it is a regime. I mean, the word severe is very apt, and I think one of the other words we've used is solemn. Yes,
the solemnity of Christmas being cancelled.
Yeah, but it's no, you're right. It's like, you know, the identities are breaking down just as much as the systems. It's like anything and everything that we've known to be what we perceive, and now I'm doing the commas. True.
She is doing it.
I am doing it. What we've perceived to be true.
Oh, so you do like a really appropriate pause first, which
I think so.
Which highlights it.
Yeah, especially if it's audio, so they get a moment of reflection, and then they know it's in these things.
She had to do it twice then, because if only you could see what we were doing. That's coming next year. We're going to put our faces in your faces a little bit more.
We are going to do that
just for shits and giggles.
Well, that's it. We do love shits and giggles, but so like you're saying, everything that we perceive to be known, true, fitting in with what we create is just going to crumble. I mean, it's like we need to be prepared to really go right out of the box, not just stepping outside of it, but like as far away from the box as you could possibly comprehend.
Can't see the box.
And then a little bit further, and then round the corner, up the road. Yeah. You know?
Don't even remember you had a box in the first
fuck is the box?
Yeah. And then you can go into a spiral about what a box is.
Yeah. That's basically 2021.
It is, yeah. And actually, you know, out the box is the motto for 2021, you know, because we've got to think differently. We've got to be prepared to go somewhere that we haven't been before.
And that's exciting.
It's very exciting and, of course, very challenging because it means, you know...
Absolutely.
It's invention, you know, it's inventing something new, which I know terrifies a lot of us because the familiar is generally dreadful, but comfortable at least.
Well, it's easy to be in the known, isn't it? Because, you know, what's coming is like, oh, yeah, okay. And it's, even if it goes slightly off piece, you still can,
I can still see the piece.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of roughly know that I'm okay with uncertainty. But if you were to smash the uncertainty into 1,000 pieces.
You're not even in snow anymore.
And then you're just like, what the fuck? You'll be all right. You just got to trust it.
Yeah, and I think, you know... What could we offer for next year is be prepared to have your reality completely and utterly blasted wide open.
I bet people are listening to this going, oh,
for fuck's sake, there they go.
These two.
Absolutely blown apart. Yeah. Blown to bits, all of us.
And, you know, as we've said before, we do sort of prophesize, you know. I mean, you know, not saying that we are, but we've been right a couple of times before. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, we're only going to remember the bits where we were right. So
of course.
we're going to go on about it.
In the rest of the stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But it's, you know, we're not the only ones that will be going on about this, about, you know, the flavour of next year. And also...
Flavour!
Sounded like a Craig David song somehow. And yet isn't.
I really don't
How
know.
did you do that? Flavour.
I felt really compelled to say that then.
I'm glad. We're going to work on that and bring it to you in the new year.
That's
Flavour by the Lightworkers Cafe.
Oh, that goes... What was the other song I decided we made up? Was it Liquid Integrity?
Oh, God, yeah, that's the name of our new band. Fabulous dream. Who was our manager?
Oh, I had a dream that we were supporting somebody called Roger Wisdom, and we were in a band called Liquid Integrity.
Such a great name. Yeah,
you heard it here first.
Yeah. So we'll be working on liquid integrity next year, which is a new form of integrity that's very malleable.
Yeah, exactly.
You can, you know, if it doesn't work in one area, you can try and make it work.
And if all else fails, just drink it.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, that was very Aquarius.
This is the wonderful thing, is all we're doing is tuning into the energy of next year, and we're all over the place. So this is, if you want to know what it's going to be like, it's this.
It's this.
Get ready to see systems fall, governments fall, society have a meltdown. But, you know, we're still here.
And the rising up again. I think that's the important part. Is that
we can always forget to mention that.
Yeah,
we're also going to rise.
Yeah, it has to fall. It has to collapse. It has to go to a place that, you know, you're going to think you can't comprehend, but you can, and you will.
Mulch.
Oh, like
that's
that.
a good term,
Cosmic
isn't it?
Mulch.
We're going to have a cosmic mulch next year.
Hashtag cosmic mulch.
Which is very Plutonian mulching.
Yeah.
Death.
There you go.
Decay.
You see, she
can't take it
down that dark
Sun in the
road.
8th house for all you astrologers out there, and Jupiter in Scorpio as well.
Oh dear, so funny. But we will rise up again, and it will be better and more glorious, but
sparkly.
It's just not going to be particularly easy at the start. That's all.
Yeah.
Just got to trust yourself.
Yeah.
That's my motto. Trust yourself.
Trust yourself, even though you're going bonkers. It's all right. I trust I'm going bonkers. It's fine.
Bonkers. Oh well, this is a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, for us it is. Yeah.
We haven't recorded one for ages, so I'm happy that we've succeeded in this nonsense.
And just to say that our absence hasn't been because we're not friends, or that we've fallen out or anything like that. It's just been very difficult to get in the same space and get organised. And in all honesty, it has been a little bit of a solemn year, and maybe not the right year to just bang on about, you know, fluffy light-working things.
Yeah.
Whereas actually now we're getting to a point where we can start getting creative and absurd again.
And people need a bit of a laugh. I think we realised that, didn't we? We're like, right, okay, we've just had Christmas cancelled, which is obviously my fault. And then we had Christmas Tier 4, which is clearly Charlotte's fault. We thought, well, we should really do something funny and just to put a little bit of
just so
keep the balance.
So they don't hate us completely.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know we've messed up the end of the year, but
sorry guys, sols, lols.
Oops.
Yeah.
But you know, we'll make 2021 good. Amongst a bit of chaos.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's about, we come back to the word sovereignty, which has been a bit of a key word for this year. And again, please, what unfortunately does tend to happen is words get picked up by the community, and then it's like
they become fashionable.
everywhere. And it's like, I'm now wearing the word sovereignty. It's still very appropriate, but you know, sovereignty is about the divine spark of you. You know, it's that infinite spark that sits inside, and Aquarius is all about unique individual expression. It's rebellious. It's like, I'm not going to do what everyone else is doing. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yeah, and it's about being okay with all parts of yourself, isn't it? It's really that time to stop mucking around now and just say, do you know what? I accept all parts of me. Who I am is glorious and true. And you know, I'm here to make a difference. I'm here to be me, and it's me that's important, to be able to bring change to the collective, to add that vibrational state to the collective. It's, you know, it's a powerful place to be when you accept yourself. And it's really that, in essence, it's that simple, isn't it? It's dropping the stories and the old ways of kind of perceiving is that I need to heal the past to be able to move forward. And I'm not in any way, shape or form dismissing anybody that's had a hard time in the past. But I think we need to start to move into a different direction and drop it. Just drop the stories. They're done. And it's about really accessing the futuristic parts of yourself and knowing that, okay, that served its purpose. We've come through this kind of time zone and this karmic healing, and we're here for this exact purpose of stopping generational timelines with us. And now we get to that door, we move through it and we go, right, okay, let's do things differently now.
And the thing about Aquarius is it's a very digital age, you know, it's a technological age. And the word that I keep getting is delete, which, you know, we, after centuries of self-flagellation and, you know, being oppressed by certain religious cultures and political structures, etc., there's this feeling of like, well, I must walk slowly away from my agony, you know, I can't just get rid of it. And I'm not saying you can just get rid of it. You have to upgrade, purify, whatever words you want to use in order to cleanse your energetic system and field. But there is the possibility now to delete the past in order to create this very extravagant and spectacular and very different new paradigm that we're entering. Yeah.
Well, it is, you know, the delete is you know, it's similar to oh God, I've just completely forgotten what I was going to say.
Delete.
Yeah. Oh, Vesta gets in then.
Vesta's like, delete. No, I love it because actually, as someone who's always been a little bit self-flagellating,
interesting concept.
Yeah, this place. Don't get me wrong. Like the deleting is still difficult. It's quite intense and can be quite purgative in different types of ways.
Definitely.
And you definitely have moments where you're like, oh, stop deleting.
Yeah. I've had a few of them this year.
But it's, you know, it's a much faster process, and you come out the other side much more quickly. And we're able to do that together now. Yeah, is the thing. It's not about I can go off and delete myself. So no, it's about we're all getting quicker at this.
Yeah, and we can hold each other's hand whilst mid delete.
Yes, mid delete. Yeah. Might just press the palm just
exactly,
to erase.
And I remember what I was going to say now. It was going back to that delete concept is also coming out of the victim mentality.
Yes. Delete the victim.
Yeah,
delete the victim.
That's such an old way of perceiving. Yeah. You know, moving yourself forward, healing, integration. Whatever label you want to give it. But that victim mentality is what ties us to the past.
Absolutely.
And you've got to drop it. It's not necessary anymore.
It's part of the Piscean age because Pisces rules victimhood. So, you know, it's what's dragging, you know, there's little strands of the Pisces age going, oh, but, you know, I need justice, I need this, I need that.
And because of this, I'm this, and I'm this way because of that happened. It's like, well, no, you can shackle. They're shackles. Just drop it. It's actually... You know, again, going back to not disregarding anybody's past, if you've had a very tough time, and I have sympathy and compassion for everybody that's healing, but if you hold on to these stories, you're energetically pulling yourself backwards every single time.
It takes, it does take a huge amount of courage and will to step out of that, and we really recognize that.
Absolutely.
But that courage and will is available within every single person, and if you're someone that has really suffered, the irony is that what you can gain in terms of personal power and strength and, life transformation from that is enormous. But you have to choose it. You have to make that change within yourself and go, do you know what? This scares the absolute shit out of me, but I'm going to delete the past. I'm going to make my life different.
And I think the most poignant word in that sentence is choice.
Oh, I thought it was the...
Oh. Well, that's come second.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But the choice.
Oh,
no, maybe it comes first. But yeah, choice. We choose. This is like, not stop letting other people choose for you. Looking outside of yourself for answers in that respect is like you're allowing people to almost make that choice for you. If you come back into your sovereignty and you choose yourself, you take that back and you own the path.
Yeah, and there's all of these millions of different selves all over the place. Selves everywhere. Santa's selves. Santa's having a break this year. Santa's retired, man.
He's got his feet up in Cuba.
Yeah,
puffing on a cigar, thinking, "Hey,
surrounded by kids' toys, being like, well, I don't know what to do with this shit." I don't know what Santa's going to look like in the Aquarian age, but probably much different to the Santa that we're all used to traditionally. But there's not much more to say other than we are in this together.
Yeah, we are. We are. It is a unified.
I didn't do that in inverted commas, by the way, just in case the tone of voice.
She's done it in capital letters.
I did, yeah.
But we are a unified front, and I think that's it. We are stronger together, and it really is about all coming together in every aspect. Spiritual, physically, mentally. In a work capacity, anything that involves a collective. It's a unified front, and it's about compassion and understanding
and being alive.
Yeah, exactly.
That was in capitals as well.
Well done.
With an exclamation mark. I don't know if you heard it.
And also holding those that are still in the fear, that are still up against that electric fence of fear. And
I used the analogy in the last one, so I might have to explain that again. But so an analogy that I had was that fear acts like an electric fence around us all as human beings, and in many senses we have to walk up to the electric fence, jeered on by our friends, and stick both hands on it and go... And allow yourself to get fried. Yeah. Just get fried next year.
Just get fried and then you're done.
Yeah, because then you'll just be propelled into another version of yourself.
Yeah.
It's momentary.
Spiritual sizzle.
Yes, exactly. But it leads to good, and it gets you beyond the fence.
Yeah, and we have to recognise there's a lot of people that are just going, I'm not touching that fence. Are you fucking mad? Yeah. And we'll probably be perceived as mad because we're running up to the fence, really. Yeah.
And we're also, afterwards, our hair's standing on end and there's smoke coming out of our eyeballs and ears. So, they're warranted in thinking that we're absolutely fucking crazy. But believe us.
I think if enough of us hold on to the fence, we'll break it.
Yeah.
There's a good analogy, isn't it?
Yeah. Or we'll just become one big electric system.
Oh, no, we don't want another system.
Okay. Well, I think there's healthy systems.
Okay.
Because energy systems...
Yeah, all right. Okay, I'll give you that.
System isn't bad. It's the way the system is.
Okay.
Formed. That's what
I stand corrected. I will allow you that one.
But yeah.
Grab the fence, guys.
Grab the fence. Grab the fence. Sizzle yourself to a new world.
That's a slogan. We're going to get that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. I love how inspiring we are.
Do we put that in inverted commas?
I put inspiring was definitely inverted commas.
Right, well, well done us for a comeback, and thanks for hanging in there.
See, this is how you honour the self. You just congratulate yourself everywhere you go.
Absolutely.
So, well done
me. No, actually, collective, well done us.
Yes. Well done we.
Yeah.
Well done we.
And enjoy your cancelled Christmas.
Yeah.
Don't let the fears in, and do what you got to do. Crack on.
Cracker on.
Yeah. Oh, very good. Very good. Cracker on, and we'll see you. We're going to put our faces up there more next year, and we will see you in 2021.